when dealing with, I've had this experience with a lot of people, because oftentimes, and as some background, Stephen and I are uh, two of the younger members of the team, and in both of our careers prior, we both were fast accelerators through companies, right? Like we'd start and then we'd get promoted fairly quickly, which meant that we were usually the youngest people in the room in meetings. And oftentimes when that's the case, you get it, you may not be intentionally bullied, but you kind of get, deprioritized, and there is that bullying tendency that kind of happens. So dealt with this a lot. And I think when it comes to giving feedback, which is the hardest part of giving feedback to someone who may feel like they are more experienced or more senior, um, it's tough. And so I think focusing on the affirmative of what you're looking for, rather than focusing on, here's the thing you're doing wrong, right? It's good to call that out maybe, but at the same time, focusing on, here's what we're trying to create. If you don't have that positive version of what you're actually looking for, it's not that useful of feedback. You're not giving them an alternative of behavior and maybe helping them brainstorm some solutions there. So you're just making them the bad guy, which maybe they are, but making them the bad guy doesn't help them become the good guy. So give them, like, what's the affirmative version that you're looking for of the behavior that they're doing or exhibiting, and then come with the feedback. I'd say it makes that a lot more helpful. And then the part that kind of bridges into this next question is, I think you really have to look at, how are we measuring performance as an organization? Because if we're not already putting performance in how we show up for each other, that's an opportunity in itself, to create some metrics as an organization that will hopefully hedge against the bullies, because you can point to the metrics. It's not about you at that point. It's about you're not showing up in the context of the organization. So this could create the opportunity to start working on some team metrics around how we're showing up for each other. That could be things like 360s, kind of like Steven said, but specific criteria around how supported other team members feel with you, or how how much help you're providing, or anything like that.